headquarters in Windsor, Nova Scotia, and welcome to everyone from our parish and from beyond. I am really excited about this concert tonight, this virtual concert. Quite a few people have worked very hard to get this together and get it ready for you, and we are absolutely thrilled to share with you some sacred music going back centuries that connects us to Christians from the earliest days of the church and from the Middle Ages and from all the way through. And we have these wonderful sacred traditions that bind us together. And I and the other musicians who have helped me here, who I could not have done this without, are really pleased to share this with you. So I'm going to let our first piece play, and I will see you in a moment.
Adoro te devote latens deitas, que subis figuris vere latita, tibi secor meum, totum subici, quia te contemplans totum defici. Visus tactus gustus in te falitur, sed auditus solo tuto creditur. Credo quid dixi Dei Filius, nil hoc verbo veritatis verius. In cruce latebas sola Deitas, attic latet simul et humanitas. Ambot amen credens, atque confitens, peto quod petibit lacro penitens. Plagas sicut Thomas non intueo, Deum tamen meum te confideo. Fac me tibi semper magis credere, in te spema bere te diligere. O memoriale mortis Domini, panis vivos vitam prestens homini, presta mementi de te vivere, et te semper dulce sapere. Pie pelicane Iesu Domine, mei mundum munda tuo sanguine, cuius una stila solvum facere, totum mundum quita omnis celere. Iesuquem velatum nunc aspicio, oro fiat illud quotam sitio, ut te revelata cerdens facie. visus in beatus Tuae gloriae. Amen.
Many of you may recognize that piece. That was Adoro Te Devote, written by St. Thomas Aquinas when he was commissioned by Pope Urban IV to write the entire liturgy, the office and the Mass, for the Feast of Corpus Christi when it was elevated to the universal calendar in the 13th century. So that has been with us a long time and was written by one of the greatest minds of all of history. So it's wonderful, and I hope that you were able to get something extra from the subtitles. I wanted everybody to be able to know what the prayer was that I was singing. What I'm really excited about that I got to share with you there is here in Windsor, St. John the Evangelist Church is my local church within Corpus Christi Parish, and it is this tiny little neo-Gothic gem just sitting here in this tiny little Nova Scotia town. It's unlike any of the Catholic churches around, and it has this amazing sound, and that's what I went over there for, and I was really hoping I was going to be able to share it with you, and I think I captured it pretty well. I took a bunch of microphones and different places, but I'm really pleased that I was able to share that experience with you, because we've not been able to experience the insides of buildings in that way, and those of us who are music lovers and musicians know how amazing that can be and what that can add to an experience. And that, of course, is a hymn from the Divine Office written by St. Thomas Aquinas. Now, we're going to share with you an antiphon from the Office of Corpus Christi, but not the office as we know it. Before the feast was elevated to the universal calendar, it was a local feast, and St. Juliana of Liege, I'm probably saying that wrong, Liege, I believe. Anyway, she had a vision, and you can read about that in the Corpus Christi Festival info packet and emails that are going out. And so she convinced her bishop to begin this feast, and so she, with another person, together wrote the office. And so a new parishioner to Corpus Christi, Barbara Swanson, is a musicologist who has, in fact, studied this office specifically. And so she is going to give us one of these antiphons from this office, and I hope you will enjoy it.
Animarum cibus Dei sapientia nobis carnem assumptam proposuit in edulium ut per cibum humanitatis invitaret ad gustum divinitatis. Animarum cibus Dei sapientia nobis carnem assumptam proposuit in edulium ut per cibum humanitatis invitaret ad gustum divinitatis.
Well, that was beautiful, and unfortunately, we weren't able to get Barbara to get on camera and give us a bit more of an explanation of what makes that office special. I'm hoping we'll do that in the future. The timing just didn't work out this time, but I was able to talk about the text with a Benedictine brother, and he had quite an interesting insight to the Latin specifically used, which was sort of by pure luck came across this fellow. And so he writes, the words humanitatis and divinitatis are also found in an important place in the Holy Mass. When the deacon or priest mixes the water with the wine, he says it in a quiet voice, by the mystery of this water and wine, may we come to share the divinity, divinitatis, of Christ, who humbled himself to share in our humanity, humanitatis. While it is difficult to say which came first, the antiphon or that part of the Mass, they are clearly related, and they both point to the principal reason Catholics go to Mass and receive Holy Communion, namely, to share in the divine life of the Holy Trinity. In order to understand this, we need to understand who Jesus Christ is. The Church teaches that Jesus has a full divine nature and a full human nature united in the one divine person of the Son in what is called the hypostatic union. Practically, this means that Jesus, in his very person, is the perfect union between God and man. But this unity between humanity and divinity is not something he kept for himself. No. Rather, he has provided us with his human body and blood to eat in the Eucharist. But as his divinity is forever united to his humanity, this means that we can say, without qualification, that we eat God. We are thus given a pledge that we will become what we eat, and so it is prayed by the Church at every Mass that we will share in his divinity, which is why St. Athanasius could say that God became man so that man could become God. We received that from Brother Anthony Dom of the Benedictine Monastery of the Holy Cross in Chicago. So thank you, Brother Anthony. Next, we have a relatively new hymn that is associated closely with First Communion, and it has a very old tune that's also closely associated with the Eucharist, which I'm sure you'll recognize. And since this is a First Communion hymn, we're going to celebrate our first communicants of Corpus Christi Parish, past and present.
Lord, accept the gifts we offer at this Eucharistic feast. Bread and wine to be transformed now through the action of thy priest. Take us true, Lord, and transform us. Be thy grace in us in grace. May our souls be pure and spotless as the host of wheat so fine. May all stain of sin be crushed out like the grape that forms the wine, as we too become partakers in the sacrifice divine. Take our gifts, Almighty Father, living God, eternal true, which we give through Christ our Savior, pleading for us anew. Grant salvation to all present and our faith Tange lingua gloriosi corporis mysterium, sanguinisque pretiosi, que minundi pretium. Fructus ventris generosi, rex equudi gentium. Nobis natus, ex intacta Virgine, et in mundo conversatus, sparso verbi semine. Sui moros incolatus, miraclas sit ordine. In supreme nocte cene, recumbens cum fratribus, observata lege plene, civis in legalibus, cibum turbe duodene, sedat suis manibus. Verbum caro panem verum, verbo carnem efficit, itque sanguis Christi merum, et se sensus deficit. Adhirmandum cor sincerum, sola fide sufficit. Tantum ergo sacramentum veneremur celui, et antiquum documentum novo cedat ritui. Resmet ide supplementum sensum defectu vit. Genitori genitoque lasset jubilatio, salus honor virtus quoque sit et benedictio. Procedenti abut troque, comparsit laudatio.
Oh Lord my God, when I hear an awesome wonder, consider all the world thy hands have made. I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, the power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When through the woods, the forest glades I wander, I hear the birds singing sweetly through the trees. When I look down from a lofty mountain grandeur, I see the brook and I feel the gentle breeze that sings my soul, my Christ shall come, with shout of acclamation, and take me home. What joy shall fill my heart? Then I shall bow in humble adoration, and I'll proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art.
You satisfy the hungry heart with gift of finest meat. Come, give to us, O saving Lord, the bread of life to eat. As when the shepherd calls his sheep, they know and heed his voice. So when you call your family, Lord, we follow and rejoice. You satisfy the hungry heart with gift of finest meat. Come, give to us, O saving Lord, the bread of life to eat. With joyful lips we sing to you our praise and gratitude, that you should count us worthy, Lord, to share this heavenly food. You satisfy the hungry heart with gift of finest meat. Come, give to us, O saving Lord, the bread of life to eat. Is not the cup we bless and share the blood of Christ outpoured? Do not one cup, one loaf declare our oneness in the Lord? You satisfy the hungry heart with gift of finest meat. Come, give to us, O saving Lord, the bread of life to eat. The mystery of your presence, Lord, no mortal tongue can tell, whom all the world cannot contain, comes in our hearts to dwell. and flesh keep silence, and with fear and trembling stand. Ponder nothing earthly minded, for with blessing in His hand, Christ our God to earth descended, of full knowledge King of kings, yet born of Mary, as of
Thank you for joining us for this evening of sacred music. We're so glad that we were able to bring it to you, and I'm so glad that you were here to share it with us. Now, this would not be a sacred music concert if we didn't shake the walls at the end. So I'm going to hand it off to Maureen, who is going to play us out.